Welcome back to the Blue Door Pub Thunderdome for another Bull with Andy Carlson, Minnesota's 87th best daily podcast coming at you. Everything and nothing. Sports adjacent, 5 days a week. Sitting shotgun today on this very interesting Monday is Uncle Nick. Follow him on Twitter at @NickIsSon. How's it going?
Going good, Andy. How you doing today?
Happy Monday. Starting a new week. Do you ever get excited going back to work?
Yeah, I like what I do. I have a fun job in the environmental industry. I like to, it's a living. You make your money, pay your bills, yo.
Nick's dedicated to his job, like J.J. Watt in football. Gotta get that Michael Bolton drop fixed. Anyways, tell a friend, spread the word, add to the Jerome Army. Like us on Facebook. That's where we're growing. That's where we're getting thumbs. iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio as well. Bullshow.co. So coming in, it is Monday. Mugsy had her first swimming lesson over the weekend, so we'll touch on that. And also, Sid Hartman had a nice little feature on the Today Show. In between, all right. So here's what's bugging me about the Today Show. They're quasi self-aware that they're just kind of a shill for like GE properties, and like all of the home improvement segments and all of the kitchen appliance segments are GE products. Like, so they know that they're basically like QVC. But on 30 Rock, like Matt Lauer has been on 30 Rock a couple times, and they'll poke fun at themselves. Like they'll be like, fun tip: if you pack a sandwich, that takes away a stop you need to make on a road trip, and you'll make better time and save a couple of dollars.
What?
I don't know. Like I used to like the Today Show, but it is just a random cornucopia of like self-help tips. I was like, recent study segments. Recent studies have shown, blah 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 blah.
Yeah. I think I remember John Oliver did a thing on like scientific studies. I mean, a lot of people like when you're learning something because you feel like you're learning something new and like something beneficial. Like, I can change my life around. It says I should eat more dark chocolate.
Except it just reaches into confirmation bias. Well, dark chocolate, it's that Three Musketeers bar. I mean, it's pretty dark. I mean, right? I mean, it's brown. Brown is dark. It's funny. You can see how their demographic shift and how the Today Show goes is staged because it starts off with hard news, politics, Trump, George W. Bush, blah blah blah, and then once all those people go to work, it leads into like the happy fun time stories or the cooking segments, of the spouse that's gonna be home all day, gonna be cooking, and then it goes to Hoda and Kathy Lee, which good God.
As someone who works 40 hours a week, I don't get to watch these morning shows, so I'm grateful I don't have to suffer through it as much as you stay-at-home people do.
Well, it's I want to know how the Today Show and like Regis and Kathy Lee or Michael and Kathy Lee or Kelly or whatever, and what was it? The game show, Price is Right. How they get such big ratings? You're on at 10 o'clock in the morning on a weekday.
I think a lot of people leave their TVs on for their pets or something, and that's just like, it looks like they have great ratings because the TV is left on.
Well, what percentage of their audience do you think is old people? What percentage do you think is stay-at-home wives?
I think old people generally, I bet old people must be 2-to-1 over stay-at-home wives just because I don't think that there are that many stay-at-home people anymore.
Except for if you're unemployed. I'm going to work on that resume today. I don't know. Hoda's making a pot roast.
I'm going to watch that.
But yeah, Sid Hartman, the renowned, the well-seasoned sports writer here in the Twin Cities, he had a nice little piece on. Actually, let's hop into that right away. So, Sid Hartman, Star Tribune, and also on WCCO radio quite a bit. Old, 96 years old. And still working hard as hell, covering the Vikings, covering the Twins, covering the Wolves, covering everything. And he's omnipresent. And the funny thing is, like, I'm quasi in the bubble of local sports news. And when you see Sid out, everyone's got a Sid story. And I'll relay my favorite one after the video clip, and he still works it like old school style. He has his tape recorder is quasi famous. It's like the old tape deck. Do you remember those like cassette decks? Like you literally then you press down the two buttons like really hard and you record and play, and then it records. And that he has that and like this little old microphone that just plugs in. So while everyone else is recording interviews on iPhones, Sid hauls that thing around.
That's insane.
Yeah.
One, I mean, to be in an industry to work as long as you have, I mean, that's quite an accomplishment for someone. Is he married? Kids? Family?
Well, his son, I believe it's his son, Chad, used to be on with Chad and Barrero, and then now he's got his own show on WCCO. So I actually don't even know too much about Sid's personal life. I know he's got one kid. He's probably married. And the fact that he's 96 and still working day in, day out, does he have some help behind the scenes? Sure. Is it like the full-on ghostwriter conspiracy theory like some of us buy into? Probably not. I'm sure that Sid's editors are have their work cut out for him as putting together words and sentences at his age. Even though he's still sharp as a tack, it's I think Sid is the butt of some jokes, sure, but there's even people who crack jokes about Sid have to have a huge amount of respect. The fact that he's been going on 70 years in the industry that he loves. I mean, that's something that very few people can say.
That's 7. It's an incredible number. I mean, I bet he has stories. I bet he can write memoirs about everything. I mean, he was around before African Americans could play baseball. I'm sure. I think he probably women couldn't do stuff. I mean, to be in the industry that long, I'm sure
Sid covers the Go for Sports back when they were good. Back when they were winning national titles and shit.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, so let's listen to this clip.
When the NBA's Minnesota Timberwolves take the court tomorrow night in Minneapolis, there's a good chance Sid Hartman will be in the building to cover the game. He's been on the sports beat in the Twin Cities for more than 70 years. Sid wrote his first column on September 11th, 1945.
Never forget.
And hasn't slowed down since. Harry Smith visited a sports icon for our Sunday closer.
Wait. So September 11th, 1945. So that was a month after the Japan surrendered. So like Sid was like, we'll wait for after World War II. Then I'll get started.
He probably found World War II. He probably came back like, all right, and I need to work now.
A 96-year-old man makes his way into the Target Center in Minneapolis.
Target.
He's not a former player or an old coach. He's a sports writer.
Oh, Sid was
His
a coach.
His name is Sid Hartman, a living legend. There's a statue of him outside the arena.
I don't know if I'm a big deal. I mean, I'll be honest. I can't walk down the street without somebody identify me. They either hear me on the radio
also yelling for you to get out of the way because you're walking so slow.
This isn't a job. It's fun for me. Talk to you, man.
The fun really started for Sid in the 1940s. He was running the Minneapolis Lakers, a team that would come to dominate the early days of the NBA. About the same time, he started writing for the Minneapolis Star-Tribune. He's still in the paper 3 times a week, 4 times a week during football season. And on Sundays, a double column.
He's still in love with Christian Ponder,
too,
which is so weird.
He's got the drive of a reporter half his age.
He covers everything?
Holy
Make
Zach
that
Bennett.
a quarter of his age.
Yeah, I'm
Well, Zach Bennett
myself.
cameo.
I think
Funny.
if I miss out on a big story, I'm not very happy.
Sid's son, Chad.
How dogged is your father in pursuit of
Hell,
the story?
Chad's old.
Every bit as dogged today as he was when he
Chad's-
first walked into the Star Tribune in the 50s.
Chad's got to be like
He
55.
wakes up every day and thinks competition is what it's all about. That has changed zero, and that's what keeps him sharp.
Sid's office walls are plastered with photos, sports Hall of Famers, and
Sporting
people
stuff.
who are just plain famous.
Sid, Muhammad Ali,
gets
Bill
to know
Clinton,
people,
Tony Dungy.
and when he does, they talk.
How you doing?
Glenn Taylor is the owner of the Minneapolis Timberwolves. He's also the owner of the Star Tribune.
Okay, so you're his boss.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, well, let's laugh at that. I own the paper that he works for, but I tell everybody he's my boss.
Which is kind of fair.
Because when
Sid does not give
calls,
a fudge.
you call him back.
He has no
His
problem.
mom isn't
with
even
calling
on
me
there.
4 times in the evening. If he says, I have a deadline, I need the story. And he repeats that over, and he expects you to call him back, and I usually do.
Sid broke his hip a month or so ago. He's not happy about it. It's getting in the way of him doing his job.
I got a nurse there that bothers me, drives me nuts.
With the help of Jeff Day, Sid keeps cranking out the columns.
Oh, wait, he's got inertia, or he's got a nurse?
I think I heard a nurse here.
Oh.
He
yeah,
says
inertia
he'd
makes
like
no
to
sense.
work till he's 100.
Have you ever
That's how he
thought
keeps
about
moving, though,
retiring?
No interest. I go crazy. I've retired. As long as I'm healthy enough to do what I'm doing right now, I'm going to keep on doing it.
This is a lot about a man who must keep a good lifestyle to be 96 and to be that functioning. I mean,
well, does he keep a good lifestyle though? Like, maybe this is just one of those anomaly things because from what I've gathered, Sid is not like a health nut. You know, he's not in the gym 6 days a week. He's he's like one of those stories of the 108-year-old woman from Georgia. It's like, oh, sweetie, what's your secret? Well, I drink a pitcher of sweet tea every day and smoke 2 packs of Pall Malls and eat a pound of bacon.
I saw a College Humor video where they're joking about like the key to staying healthy, it's genetics, and just like, yeah, I mean he must have healthy just the genes that keep him going.
Yeah, so I wonder if Chad's like, yes, good. Hopefully, Mom's from good stock. Yeah. But so my favorite Sid story. I think this one is told frequently. It's either by Kevin Seifert or Jim Suhan. So credit where it's due, one of the two. They were sitting in the media cafeteria. I think this might have been at the Metrodome or even Target Field, and the writers are sitting around shooting the shit, and then Sid comes up with this big bowl of like white liquid, and he eats it, and then he sort of slams his spoon down. Is like, this is the worst soup ever. And it turns out it was ranch dressing. Because the old people love soup.
Yeah.
So I love that he just motored through it.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Or yeah, I want to know how it happened to not put 2 and 2 together. All right, so I'm gonna get some soup. It's right next to the salad bar, and it's right next to this red soup, this orange soup, this yellow soup. It's not even warm. Oh,
must be gazpacho. like white creamy gazpacho. That cannot be healthy.
But still, the revenants that he has in this market, especially, and the respect, it's almost meme worthy. Like Sid is basically a meme.
Well, for local people, though,
Yeah.
I mean, but it sounds like, judging by the video, it sounds nationwide. I saw a lot of fancy names, and I don't know. It sounds like it's mostly focused for basketball, but does he cover all 4?
Oh yeah, he covers all the major sports. Like any, they mentioned 4 columns a week during football season. He's just as active in he's at every single Vikings home game in the press box.
I find that so difficult to cover.
The press box is named after him.
Was it really?
At U.S. Bank Stadium, yeah.
I find it so hard to be so knowledgeable on all 4 sports. To keep up with all that, he must have some help or something. Or he lives at the stadiums.
His nurse is Ghost Rider. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, sports writing back in Sid's day, it was really straight up reporting of this is what happened and this is who's involved, who, what, where, why, and when, right? And now sports writing has evolved into so much op-ed, and like there's so much analytics involved, and like there's so many things where I feel like sports writing nowadays, like take a Reef stuff, a Reef Hassan of 1500 ESPN and Koldama, his pieces are very statistics driven, analytic driven, and I don't think that you could be well rounded in like 4 or 5 major sports to be able to write all those columns and have that sort of depth. It's possible of doing just the gamers, like who, what, where, why, and when, have the occasional opinion piece, but something writers are much more specialized nowadays. Like you'll see a couple beat writers around that cover two sports. Like Brian Murphy at the Pioneer Press covers the Vikings, and I think he does some Wild stuff too. Don't quote me on that. But I think two sports is going to be the max. And you're never going to find a jack of all trades, 5 or 6 sports, and have in-depth analysis on it. Besides, hey, Amir Coffey's pretty good.
I don't know. It sounds like he's happy doing what he's doing, and I think that's the most important thing to come off of it. I mean, he's enjoying. It seems like he's enjoying it. To do something for 70-something years and enjoy it. I mean, this is a lot about picking a career and sticking
beyond autoerotic asphyxiation. But yeah, Sid strikes me as the kind of guy who would, as soon as they retire, they would die like a week later. Like you'll see that in, I don't know, people have very social jobs like mailmen. There'll be examples of that, and it's just how some people are wired. Like I think I'm wired that way. Like I honestly don't think I could just sit in like a stupid retirement home and just watch, I don't know, the equivalent of Matlock. Like, what's the Generation X equivalent of Matlock going to be?
For
Breaking Bad.
I was gonna say Law and Order, maybe.
Law and Order or SVU.
SVU. It has to be the SVU.
Yeah. Speaking of getting older, so Mugsy had her first swimming lesson on Saturday. Fairly interesting.
So, spoiler alert, I saw her today, so she didn't drown, which is a good thing.
She's very much a water baby, and this was a daddy and me class, which is kind of sexist because there was a lot of moms there. No, I'm just kidding there, but heading on over to Lifetime Fitness and getting signed up, there was a little snafu early on. So when we signed up for the class, I didn't get a card. She didn't fill one out, which is fine. So I didn't know what time the class was on Saturday. So I just came in and I popped my head in during the week, during the gym. And I was like, excuse me, what time is the daddy and me swimming class? And she says 8:55. And it was like the main lady. So I was like, all right. So she must know. So we show up at 8:55 and sign in, and then the dude's like, yeah, that class is until 10. I'm like, son of a bitch. So we just sort of hung out at the gym. We got a coffee. We dropped off Mugsy in the child play area because she loves it, because she owes her every single day during the week. So she loves being there as well. And then 10 o'clock rolls around. I was like, all right, so let's do this. Go time. So we get into the pool. She's got her little goggles. She's got her little swimsuit on. And right away, as soon as we get in the water, she starts little anxiety, little crying, little not happy. And I'm like, here we go. This is going to be a long 35 minutes. But then she calmed down. I think it was just the taking it all in of there's multiple classes going on. There's lots of kids. There's lots of noise. And then you're in this big, giant bathtub. Essentially, it's like, I did not know that man could build such things. But eventually she calmed down, and she loved doing all the drills of, blowing bubbles, put your mouth in water, blow bubbles, and kick your arms, kick legs, and on the front, on the back. She had a fun time. And this is going to be every Saturday now for 6 weeks.
I wonder if temperature or something had to do with it. This is her very first time being in a public pool.
Yeah, or maybe she could sense, there's so much pee in here, Dad, you're peeing right now, aren't you son of a bitch? It's very possible. It's a warm pool. Like, it was honestly a little uncomfortably warm and humid in the pool for my taste, but I suppose you have to have that to have a nice warm indoor pool.
I guess. For me, public pools was always like, it used to be pretty cold.
Well, that's because you had a Roseville public pool.
Shut up. Roseville was fine. They usually clean out all the dead animals before we get there. Sometimes while we're there.
No, the Roseville public pool is also double as the water reservoirs. They actually have a big sign on that. They try and passively aggressively guilt you into not peeing in the pool. It's like, remember, if you pee in the pool, you're peeing into your own drinking water.
No, that's not how it happens, folks. Don't listen to him. He's lying.
But yeah, she really enjoyed it, and it was a lot of fun. And here are some the organizing people. Like I don't want to say too much. I'm not gonna name names because I still have to go there for another 5 weeks. But it was kind of unorganized, and he almost took glee in the telling me that I was there at the wrong time thing. Even though, what time is the Daddy and Me swimming class? 8:55. Show up at 8:55. What time is it? 10. Great. Awesome. Cool. Good, great, grand, wonderful. And also, there's a lot of parents they're taking pictures of their kids taking swim lessons because, I mean, that's the thing to do, right? I mean,
yeah.
You have these precious memories. But then he went around telling people there's no phones allowed, which probably harkens back. It's probably a policy they put in like 5 years ago because one parent was like, I don't want my child being in the background of photographs in their bathing suit. Or, taking another step further, it was like, I don't want to be in the background of little kids' pictures in a bathing suit.
I would assume it'd be more for protection of the phone. Like, if you bring your phone towards a pool, it can get freaking wet,
Oh, no. Like, all these rules are to protect, like, stupid narcissistic people who came in and complained on Tuesday, like 10 o'clock, like after Hoda and Kathy Lee. They're like, yeah, I might come in and complain. But, either way, Crystal got a lot of good pictures because it's like speeding. They can't stop us all.
Yeah, no, that's very nice of them to... very nice for Crystal to get pictures.
Since we're complaining, you have a complaint.
Oh yeah. My little rant for today. I went to Chipotle Sunday for lunch.
Yeah,
which is lovely. I love my my fast food, my little food. Love going out to eat. Love picking up something for myself. I love burritos because I'm American. If you've ever been through a Chipotle line, you should know it has a simple system, all Chipotles. You start at one end, you come out the other end. You start by building your bowl, your burrito, tacos, whatever. You're constantly talking to one of possibly 3 different people in the line who are assembling your meal. And I'm usually never pissed off about anything. This doesn't really piss me off. It's just something I noticed today in the line, or Sunday in the line, was that there was a woman talking on her phone while ordering. She was ordering her food. She was on the phone having a conversation with someone.
Wait, was she taking an order from the phone, or was the conversation separate?
I'm pretty confident, and I wasn't eavesdropping, so I apologize if I am wrong. Because that would be the only time it would be okay to be on a phone with us. But I'm pretty confident she was having her own conversation while trying to go through the line and place orders for whatever meal she was ordering. I think she got a burrito bowl or something. And it's a 1-2 minute process to go from one end of Chipotle line to the other. Can you not be on your phone while you're trying to get your food in line? Because I feel like there was a point, and I may be judging people wrong, but it almost looked like the woman on the phone was getting annoyed that the person kept asking questions because it was hard to hear. Like, what do you want?
You are one pathetic loser.
What's going on, soundboard? Also, who talks on the phone anymore? That's what I want to know.
You always... Yeah, and I love how you always bring that up.
No, honestly, who, with everything that we have in text messaging and Twitter and DMs and everything, who the hell talks on the phone anymore? Like, I only talk on the phone when someone dies.
I'm always talking. The only person I actively call is my dad because I have not taught him texting, and also he probably will die soon. Smokes a pack a day. I'm pretty confident he's ready to go.
When he dies, who's going to give you the phone call though? Since he's the only one who calls. You're not going to text like, dad, DED, period, question mark. Dad?
Dad, question mark? No.
Well, yeah, this is something that I've noticed because sit in a Target parking lot, not like creepily, and not if you have a restraining order, but sit in a Target parking lot and watch all of the like suburban soccer mom types get done with Target, put their 15 bags in the back of their SUV, and then not put their card away, by the way, because that's what they always do, and then get in their giant-ass SUV, the Suburban or Tahoe or whatever, and then automatically just pick up the phone and start yakking. Like, who the hell are you calling? Because your kids are old enough, because looking at how old you are, to text. Like, they're obviously way into text or Snapchat or whatever. Who are you talking to? And why is it so important that you have to talk the entire drive there? Like, is it like, they're talking to their side piece on their burner phone?
Ooh, that's a hot topic issue. Do you think there'll be a point when future cell phones, when they come out, that they won't even be telephones, like they won't even be a talking wearable thing down the road? I mean,
that's the thing that interests me, is because the quality of phone call, I'm not talking about FaceTime or anything like that, but just the quality of a straight-up phone call hasn't really changed since Nokia, the brick, came out. Like, the quality of a phone call, like the audio quality of the Nokia phone is the same as it is on an iPhone 7.
Wow, I never thought about it like that. Yeah. I will agree with you on that one.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only part of the phone, ironically, that has not been upgraded. Like, everything else, from apps to interface to music to, you plug the headphones into the bottom. Oh, you don't even plug the headphones in. No, the only thing that the phone was actually primarily created for has not changed since 1992.
I mean, how?
You know why? It's because people don't demand it, because no one talks on the phone anymore.
I don't think we would ever lose that ability, though. I do think there's that small niche of people who do that, who have to talk. My aunt's on the phone all the time talking to relatives. Some people,
it's because they're old and they'll die. Like, in 50 years, no one will talk on the phone.
I hope someone saves this podcast, and I hope in 50 years, I'm curious if that's what it'll be like. If everyone's going to be all. If it will be all to a text system, or even something new that we haven't thought of yet.
Thinking back, in the past calendar year, when not work related, because we obviously talking on the phone for work stuff, I would say in the past calendar year, I've maybe spent an hour total on the phone. An hour. Like talking personal calls, not like calling in to like the hospital's customer service to get something fixed. No, it's not like that. But personal phone calls, like, hey, me calling you, be like, hey, what's going on? Under an hour, because all of those phone calls are 30 seconds or less.
And that's the other thing too. Yeah, I would say if people are on the phone, I feel like it's much less, more like people like, hey, where you at? Okay, coming, bye. Something interesting. I'm going to try to look up my Verizon plan to see if I can see how many minutes I'm on the phone, because I know it tracks it. I know it's extremely low. My father, as I said, on the other hand, I know he uses way more phone calls than me.
Hello, yes, Nicky? Hello. This is Gallegos. I'm just kidding.
Gallegos, not
do you remember who Gallegos was?
I know that name.
He was an economics professor. He was my advisor, and he was a small Filipino man as well.
Back in Winona, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember.
Yeah, and I love the guy, except in the econ students, we had the ongoing impression of Gallegos.
Oh, my God. That's so funny.
First day of econ, like intro to econ. Well, let me tell you one thing, is that there's no such thing as a free lunch. The only thing that is free is nothing. Oh, really blew our mind. Also, he loved Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, he'd always tell stories about him and his wife traveling the country and then always getting lunch at Dunkin' Donuts. Like, who gets lunch at Dunkin' Donuts? Like, what do they even have? What's Dunkin' Donuts lunch menu?
But they had like a hidden burger menu or something.
No, it was so great. And if you complain enough, they will, many times Dunkin' Donuts attached to McDonald's. They will go over, get a Big Mac, come back, cut a donut in half, put the Big Mac on the donut, you have a donut sandwich.
All right, sorry, I'm going to cross.
How does it relate to econ? There's supply. They have the supply, demand. I for damn sure have the demand. We meet in the middle. All right. So what's your phone?
Sorry. I was gonna say, okay, I pulled up my my phone plan on my laptop here. All right, I'm gonna have you guess how many minutes from now to let's see, my billing plan is the middle of the month. So from February 15th to now, we're going here on the.
So about 3 weeks worth.
Yeah. How many phone call minutes do you think I use?
Phone call minutes. I'm gonna say 20.
24.
It's pretty damn good.
And I'm kind of screening through all of them on my phone calls here, which I have about half a dozen here. No, I'm sorry, about 20 or so phone calls. Most of them are 1 minute long. 15, yeah, I have like 15 calls here. Most of them are just 1 minute. I have a couple 2 minutes.
How many of them are your actual voice, and how many are through like the voice changer thing?
The voice.
You know, like you get at Spencer's, like, leave the money in the park if you want to see your daughter alive ever again. Click.
No, that's not. And no.
Oh, also one thing that is unsatisfying about phones nowadays with the touchscreen is that you can't slam the phone. You know, like how back when there was a receiver, like the landline, you could like slam a phone, like like really good. It's like the Mitch Hedberg joke is like it's really it sucks getting an argument in a tent because you can't slam the door.
What do you do? What do you do? Zip up the flap faster?
Something you should be doing faster is getting on down to Blue Door Pub on Fridays. Every single Friday during Lent, they're doing up a fish fry and traditional, good old-fashioned stuff with tots or fries. It's gonna be delicious. $12 all you can eat beer battered cod and French fries, tots, and also a little coleslaw action. Coleslaw is great, by the way.
Oh, I love coleslaw.
Yeah. And $14 pitchers of B-side Pilsner from Indeed. If you get both on a given night, you'll sign up for the giveaways. Blue Door and Indeed are giving away a lot of great stuff, including a 2-night stay at Chase on the Lake in Walker, Minnesota. I wonder if it's Jimmy Walker. Dynamite.
I think it is.
Do that up. 3 Twin Cities locations. Actually, this is only at the Longfellow and Como location because it'd be kind of packed this fall. Yeah, and visit thebdp.com. All right, we'll be right back with more Boo Andy Carlson on Monday. And coming back into the Blue Door Pub Studios for Monday's edition of Bull with Andy Carlson. We got Nick sitting here as well. And I'll be the first to admit, movie trailers I enjoy more than the actual movie. Like, do you ever, whenever you go to a movie theater, I was like getting there early so I could see the trailers. And by the end of the trailers, I'm like, shit, I'd rather see 3 of those rather than this piece of shit.
I think the way they're doing movie trailers now is incredible. With YouTube being out there, people can watch trailer multiple times. Most movie production places have multiple trailers. There's a Red Band trailer. Those are the naughty ones that have swearing and sometimes show brief nudity and stuff that you can see on YouTube.
Red Band trailer of Taken.
Yeah, It's a lifestyle.
Mandy Moore shows that she did some VO work, showing her ankles. The Red Band trailer. That was Mandy Moore, right?
Which one?
Entangled.
Yeah.
Okay. Mandy Moore and Chuck? Is that what happened?
Yep. Yeah.
Have you ever seen This Is Us?
I think so.
Apparently everyone loves that show, except it seems like a designed like tearjerker. Like that Parenthood show?
Oh, yeah. It's a very emotional. I mean, you go through a bunch of...
Craig T. Nelson died, and then people cried. I'm like, what? He's coach.
Oh, I did not know
He's just
that.
coach. He doesn't pay his taxes.
And no one helps him.
Yeah. Some Google Craig T. Nelson taxes.
It's pretty hilarious.
It's pretty funny. But movie trailer, Pirates of the Caribbean 5. Now, first off, I love the first one. First one was amazing. Second one, meh. Third one, I didn't see. Fourth one, apparently a fourth one had some Asian dude in it, Ken Watanabe.
No, that was the third one.
Oh, was it? Or what was the fourth one?
This is my favorite story of Pirates Caribbean 4, because a lot of people think of it as a trilogy. And and then they released the fourth one. I think that was.
You mean how the Rocky series was a quadrilogy because Rocky 5 does not exist?
Did they really take away Rocky 5?
Stallone doesn't really acknowledge it.
Really?
Like he goes from Rocky 4 to Rocky Balboa.
Huh, I did not
Which
think
Rocky
that.
Balboa was a great movie, but
The fourth one was called On Stranger Tides. That was the one with
Zoidberg.
not
No,
Zoidberg.
you had
Penelope Cruz.
No, you had me until he was fighting frickin' the squiggly-eyed octopus guy in the captain's hat.
The second movie.
Davy Jones.
Yeah, Davy Jones locker.
Zoidberg. We're gonna get Jack Sparrow. Zoidberg.
This one had Ian McShane as Blackbeard, and my story about this is I didn't see it in the theaters, but I rented it right away when it came out of Redbox, and then I shit you not.
Did you stop it?
No. I watched it and I was like, it was an average film. It had its action, whatever. It wasn't memorable though, and I'll tell you how not memorable it was. I ended up renting it again, and halfway through I didn't realize that I've seen it already. No joke for that fourth Pirates of the Caribbean film. I think a lot of people like the first three, or there was a lot.
The first one was amazing because the sci-fi-ness didn't go over the top.
Yeah,
and there's a point in every movie where if they cross the line, they lose me. Like over the top, like CGI and like just ridiculousness that doesn't happen. Like the second one had me until they were like sword fighting on that giant wheel.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm like done. Like Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. That was a great movie until the CGI jungle scene.
Yeah,
where they like Shia LaBeouf is getting hit in the nuts by like coconut trees and stuff.
I think he's swinging with the monkeys.
Yeah. And then I was like done. But the first one didn't do that. First one was just a straight up great movie. Now the fifth one, Dead Men Tell No Tales, is supposedly going to be the last one, but I feel like they've said that about the last two.
Yeah. They're trying to milk Johnny Depp in this series as much as they can. They're trying to make him money because
Johnny Depp's I need more money. Amber Heard is a crazy bitch, except she's got amazing lawyers.
I was gonna make an excuse that they probably lost money with the last Pirates movie, but it looks like no, they made quite a bit overseas.
No, this is the whole Pirates thing. This happens a lot with movie franchises that are successful. Is that it's like in Vegas when you're shooting dice and then you're on a hot streak. You're like, let it ride, and then you should have stopped when you were ahead. This is exactly like this. Like they probably should have stopped after 3.
Yeah.
Except they keep pressing it. Let it ride. All right, so this is Dead Men Tell No Tales.
Pirates had infected the seas for generations.
All right, what's this guy? Oh, Javier Bardem.
Yep.
So I vowed to eliminate them all.
Playing the bad guy.
I will kill the pirates.
There was this boy.
And look what they do.
CGI
young Johnny Depp.
No, those 21 Jump Street Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
He took everything from me.
He took everything.
And filled me with...
Why is there so much explosions on a pirate ship?
Gunpowder.
Rage.
I must kill Rufio.
J. Buckheimer.
The dead have taken command of the sea. They're searching for Pearl, a girl, and a sparrow.
I have heard stories of a mighty Spanish captain whose son had been killed.
Also, is Barbosa dead?
No, men,
No.
Pirates.
He was brought back to life in the
I
second
once
movie.
knew a Spaniard named something in Spanish.
He's coming for you.
Where's your ship? Your crew?
Don't worry about it.
Your pants? Jack!
I'm so sorry, were you still talking?
This Memorial Day, Johnny Depp needs money. In Pirates of the Caribbean 5.
Well, the voice I don't think was cheap.
From this moment on, we are to be allies.
Oh, this is replacement Orlando Bloom and replacement Keira Knightley.
Yep.
Oh, they got zombie sharks.
They brought back the monkey. They brought back a lot of characters.
What a horrible way to live.
You will pay for what you did to me.
ship are looking for Jack. So I'm going to swim for it.
Karina, stop that.
No, don't stop that.
This has gone far enough.
She's getting undressed.
I saw her ankles.
You'd have seen a lot more if you kept your cake hole shut.
So it's depending a lot on, obviously, the humor that Johnny Depp portrays as Jack Sparrow. And I know the fourth movie, like a lot of people, weren't in it. Obviously, the two main good guy characters are Orlando Bloom, Keira Knightley.
Groot.
But they are bringing back Orlando Bloom for this one. It's not in this trailer, but in a different trailer.
Is it going to be a short, little, stupid cameo?
I think it's supposed to be a short, stupid cameo.
I'm Orlando Bloom. I've got so much else going on.
He's doing fine.
Lord of the Rings. Elizabeth Downtown too. I feel like everyone's in Lord of the Rings. Everyone should be in is the news.
You are fake news,
sir.
Go ahead.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Ain't got time to believe.
You can't handle the truth.
The news with Uncle Nick.
You know that George W. Bush has been doing the media rounds?
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's been on a couple late night shows. He was on, I think he was on the Today Show or Meet the Press this morning. Yeah. Wonder why.
It's politics. It's too hard to follow politics now. I think...
maybe he's got a book coming out. Like either he's got a book coming out, or he's doing a favor for the party, or he's got a speaking tour coming up. Because you just don't come out and do a media tour as a former president just for shits.
I'm thinking it's something for the party.
The party.
I think it has to be for the party. I know.
Yeah, because the Republicans really need to be boosted up right now. They're right now.
Everyone's Democratic Party's fallen.
All right, let's get some news.
All right. First headline story I want to talk about is there's a theater in Alabama that's planning to cancel the screening of Disney's Beauty and the Beast due to the inclusion of a gay character. Let's see. Movie theater. It's actually a drive-in, the Hangegard Drive-In Theater. And because...
No, it's not a drive-in. Just all of Alabama movie theaters have no roofs.
Oh, I guess. Anyway, for those who've seen Beauty and the Beast and to know that there's a remake coming out starring the beautiful Emma Watson, the character of LaFleur, if you guys remember the bad guy from the friend of Gaston, in this live-action remake will be gay. And obviously Alabama, a state of the South, has different views, and the company is saying that they want to take a stand. They don't want to expose young kids seeing it.
They're just doing this for publicity, which is fine. I mean, how many times do movie theaters not show movies and it just doesn't get noticed? Like, you don't see the movie on the marquee, or since it's a drive-in, like they'll just show a different movie. Now they're making a statement here, but it's like whatever. But also, so Disney, I get that this is important. This is a step in the movement, but why do you have to hammer everyone over the head with politics and LGBT stuff? Like, I get it; it's very important. Support it. Want everyone to be who they want to be who they want to be with, but then just trying to hammer this home in all these movies, and just let it be a kids movie. You don't have it be overt politically.
The thing is, I don't think this was like an over the top like.
Beauty and the Beast to open up about what takes back from the highly anticipated live-action movie.
And we want to get you caught up on what they're saying. And to help us, we've got Jen Perro, senior news editor for Entertainment Tonight.
Boring.
This year. So a couple of fans, of course, start speculating on social media that Josh Gad's performance in this character seemed to be gay. It was never, ever written in the script as it was. Director Bill Condon said, it was never his
like the two guys from Rogue One are gay, right?
for this character specifically to be gay.
No.
It's just the way that Josh had performed it.
You look
and the way
very
that
despondent
he was
about that.
acting in
That's not
one
what the internet
scene
says, Nick.
That's getting a lot of people to speculate, do we have our first gay character in a Disney film? So the director said, I'm going to leave it to you guys. It's wonderful. I can't believe I'm actually talking about this, that this is even a big deal or a conversation in 2017, that we do have a gay character in the Disney movie. But yeah, it's kind of just like open to everybody's, translation, their own experience.
Up for interpretation.
Exactly.
Okay, another reason to go see the movie.
Right? I'm excited. This looks amazing.
And all the parents will be like, Mommy, why is Josh Gad trying to kiss the much handsomer man? Doesn't he know that he's out of his league?
Oh, my God.
Because isn't Gaston Luke Evans?
Yes.
Luke Evans is an openly gay man, which is ironic.
No. I don't think Luke.
No, Luke Evans is gay.
Is he really?
Yeah, because he was on Girl on the Train, and then, as I do during all boring movies, I just start like IMDbing and Wikipediaing like everyone. But Luke Evans is gay in real life. Josh Gad straight in real life, and then in the movie it's flipped. It's kind of funny.
Oh, he is openly gay.
Yeah.
He played Zeus in The Immortals. That was a really cool movie.
No, see, no one that
Dracula.
handsome can't be into other people that are that handsome. It's a fact of life.
I have no comment.
Yeah. Anyways, still gonna see this movie. I don't really care. Like the Candelabra was pretty gay in the original Beauty and the Beast. What was his name? Garcon?
Which one? The
Lumiere.
Oh, Lumiere.
Hey ho.
Lumiere. No.
Yeah, he was totally gay. Or Chip was gonna be
or
gay.
French. Chip was probably gonna be gay.
That should be a game coming up. Gay or French?
Get our producer Allie on that.
All right, what's next?
All right. Some tech news here. The Nintendo Switch came out over the weekend.
Oh, by the way, Ursula was completely a lesbian.
I thought someone else posted that. Yeah.
Ursula was completely like trying to Rosie O'Donnell like butch lesbian Ariel. Like 100%.
We'll talk about it another day.
I want to give me your voice because that's only the start.
Oh my God!
All right, sorry, go ahead.
All right. What just came? Nintendo Switch is the newest video game console that's coming out from Nintendo. It came out over the weekend. Want to bring up a little bit.
Disney doing gay movies, Nintendo doing switching. Different strokes for different folks. Everybody. All right. So, what is this video game system?
All right. So this is considered. I'm on Wikipedia. Seventh generation video game console. So everyone's pretty excited about this because it's a portable, at-home console. If that makes sense. A lot of the people know the PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, the Xbox 360, the Xbox One, all those solid stations that you at home playing on a TV.
That's the main complaint about video game systems, that you can play when you don't leave your home.
Yeah,
which they don't.
And obviously people know there's the Nintendo DS, there's the portable stuff. When we were growing up, there was the Game Gear. I mean, gaming has always been portable. I mean, our cell phones are gaming systems at all, but this thing is supposed to be both, where the controller itself has a screen on it, and it's almost interchangeable with playing it on the television.
Do you just put it on like a dock?
Yeah,
plays on the television.
It's a weird docking system. It's crazy. You should take a video on it.
Now, what bugs me is that there's no other function for this Nintendo handheld thing. Like it doesn't access the internet. It's not Wi-Fi. It's not like a tablet. It's just for the game.
No, I think it might have the same things that Xbox and PlayStation does, because obviously those ones do it too. As I said, Nintendo's is something I know the least about, especially these modern ones. Like ever since the Wii came out, because I know the Wii has online services and stuff, and it looks like this probably does too. But I mean, it's really hard to go through to use the system as a social media or through like trying to do internet stuff. I mean, it's hard on the fire.
Because we're in a land of minimizing, and I feel like if an item doesn't have multiple uses, it's going to be discarded.
Yeah, and
like, do you remember when people were hauling around Game Gears, like from Sega?
Oh yeah,
like those friggin' things.
Oh yeah, those are huge boxes.
Yeah, they're bigger than Sid Hartman's recording box.
And battery draining. So I haven't heard any reviews yet because it just came out. A lot of people are liking this system so far. The biggest thing is that you have a new Zelda game that came with it.
Ooh, Zelda. I'm like the only person age 27 to 40 who doesn't like Zelda.
Yes, you are.
I never understood it.
I know, I love Zelda, so. So the big Zelda game is coming out and it's supposed to be really good. I haven't heard too many complaints yet. I'm curious because the system, as I said, is portable. How well that battery life is. Is there a charging dock station? I'm not too sure.
Is Pokemon Nintendo?
Yes.
I feel like there's an opportunity there with Nintendo Switch and Pokemon.
Oh yeah. There's going to be a Nintendo thing. A lot of the games, there aren't too many games released right now, but it's supposed to spread. And Nintendo has been struggling.
Does it feel like Nintendo's been lagging behind Xbox, PlayStation in terms of in the video game world?
Because a lot of it has to deal with Xbox and PlayStation are what a lot of gamers call
a Mario first-person shooter Call of Duty.
Because those systems are the more first shooter, the RP, the role-playing games. Yep. Nintendo took a step back, took a chance on with the Wii
games
to be more family-oriented. You know, something where like Grandpa can play it. Like, oh yeah, so you had a new generation of people to play, but the hardcore gamers are sticking with the other two. So I think this is the first chance that Nintendo has.
Yeah, I love that Wii though. Like, when your little brother beats you in bowling, hey, don't worry about it. You can punch him with this blackjack, which is sashed to your hand. That's basically what it is. Like, do you know what blackjack is? It's what they used to have back in the day, and it's like this little like miniature club.
Oh, the thing that.
Yeah, thing that like
the baton.
1840s cops used all the time, or like gangsters from the 30s.
I feel like that's what Nancy Reagan got hit with, and she gave it with like a billy club or like a.
I thought that was a pipe.
I think it was a cop baton. That like.
That might have been that.
I think it was one of those.
Yeah. But hey, don't worry, because it's sashed to your wrist. So if you lose your grip on the initial swing, don't worry, we got you.
If you ever have time,
how many videos? Look, how many videos of people breaking their TVs?
Oh, I love it. That's my favorite thing to watch. I question if a lot of them are staged. I think some of them have to be staged.
Most of them are staged.
But I mean, there are people who were like they're not meant to be. But
no, there's I feel like every viral video of people reacting to like their sports team losing or breaking a TV, it's all staged. All right, so I don't even know what we're watching.
Is this footage going to come back to haunt us or what?
Top Wii fails.
Yeah, so the curling game. Anyways, what's next in the news?
All right, Entertainment World, Mary Poppins. They released first pictures of Emily Blunt. Being the new Mary Poppins.
Mm-hmm. Emily Blunt, Mary Poppins. Now, who? Julie Andrews? She played Mary Poppins first?
Yes, in the original one back in the 60s. And if you guys haven't seen it, please see the original and please watch the...
I Feel Pretty.
There was a new Mary Poppins film, not new Mary Poppins film, but there was a storyline starring Tom Hanks and...
Saving Private Banks.
Yeah, Private Banks.
It's all right.
It slipped.
I think that's
tennis.
Oh, he just stuck the controller on the ground.
Yeah.
Let's check in the controller. Yep. All right, so Emily. Saving Mr. Banks, and the storyline of that's actually pretty incredible. Where the author of the original storyline books of Mary Poppins didn't want there to be a movie made, and Walt Disney, finally convinced
about her dad, drunk Colin Farrell. So Colin Farrell.
That was a tearjerker. I definitely recommend you guys watching it. So I'm kind of questioning how this is legal because I did not believe that after this first Mary Poppins that was released back in 60, I think 64. I'm surprised that this one's being able to be made.
Well, I'm sure that after the movie came over, the author or the author's long dead, so either her estate or whoever owns the rights to the character is just going to fire things up.
Okay, so
it's a sequel.
Mary Poppins is a book series. There's multiple books. There could be multiple movies made with this. So, but this is the first movie adaptation since.
So it's Mary Poppins Returns.
Yes.
All right, so she's coming back. So it's like she left the family. Like, all right, I'm gonna go chase my dream in Hollywood. I'm gonna be an actress. Ta-da-la. And then she goes through like 80 auditions. Her agent is shady as shit. Like she's waitressing at Applebee's. Like she gets a part in a commercial. Except the commercial doesn't air. Like it was a Super Bowl ad, so she thought it was gonna be her big break. Dabbled in a little porn, a little Chatsworth, and then Mary just was like crying one day, and like they found out it was Mary Poppins, and the porn director wants me to do a movie called A Spoonful of Sugar. Makes everything go down.
A spoonful of something makes everything go down.
And then I'm like, I must go back. So she returns to London and nannies again, but has like a tattoo and hepatitis.
Okay, so that's not how the movie's going to go. So 25 years after the events of the first Mary Poppins film, this is from the Hollywood Reporter.
Wait, so is she not age?
She's like mystical or something.
Does she go to Never Neverland?
Something like that. She's like a witch or something.
Banks of Pirates.
Because she has some magic powers. Have you ever seen Mary Poppins?
No.
Okay.
Again, I'm the 27 to 40-year-old demographic. I'm the only one who's never seen Mary Poppins or like Zelda.
All right. I know I'm getting your daughter for Christmas. The big thing is who else is starring in this film? Everyone's favorite, your favorite Broadway star, Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Doing what?
He's gonna
playing every Latin guy in London.
Lamplighter friend Jack.
Wait, is that Dick Van Dyke?
No, Dick Van Dyke's character was Bert, and I don't think his character is in it. Looks like Meryl Streep, Colin Firth. Colin Firth's gonna be in it. Angela Lansbury.
Wait, is Colin Firth the dad?
He was the dad in Saving Mr. Banks.
Oh.
No, Colin Firth.
Yeah,
No,
Colin
sorry.
Farrell.
Okay, Farrell and Firth. I'm getting them mixed up. Colin Firth.
Because they look so much alike.
Names are so similar. Let's do a game called, is it Colin Firth or Colin Farrell?
Nick, what are you talking about? Dick Van Dyke has a cameo.
I'm not seeing it in my Hollywood Reporter.
Oh, sorry, I have it on IMDb.
Okay, fine, IMDb. I'm sure.
Yeah, this is a shout out to producer Allie, who implored me to have you have IMDb open all the time to save time.
Whatever, Wikipedia is just as fine. Or whatever web page I'm on.
I like Emily Blunt. Married to John Krasinski, Jim from The Office.
Oh, yeah.
She mentioned The Girl on the Train. She's good in that. Also, Sicario. Sicario's an awesome movie.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I only seen her, and I believe she was in the Tom Cruise movie, that Edge of Tomorrow.
She was a badass in that, too.
Yeah.
How'd you like that? She was in Edge of Tomorrow while John was getting ready to film 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. So them getting together and just like pumping iron, working out. Do arm day, bro. Did arm day, bro.
Arm day.
All right, let's save the Porn Mountain one for Wednesday.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
The news with Uncle Nick.
From the entire Channel 4 News team, I'm Veronica Corningstone.
And I'm Ron Burgundy. Go yourself, San Diego.
Something you shouldn't F is shopping on Amazon. bullshow.co/Amazon. Here's what you do. Take it right to the homepage. Bookmark it. Drag it on your little bookmark bar. And every time you buy something on Amazon, like, I don't know, 13 Hours, Secret Soldiers of Benghazi, which was okay. It was an okay movie. Use our link. Use that bookmark, and we'll get a couple nickels in our pocket. And, we'll keep on cruising along. Show's available on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. Check out our YouTube channel. Like us on Facebook as well. And if you enjoy it, tell a friend. Spread the word. Add to the Jerome Army. But for producer Allie, I'm Andy Carlson. For Nick and Son, saying Annyeong, sayonara, and bye. Talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to Bull with Andy Carlson, Minnesota's 87th best daily podcast. Download the show on iTunes. Everyone's middle name is Jerome.